What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome to yet another channel anniversary video. 13 years ago today, god I feel old saying that, but 13 years ago, I uploaded my first YouTube video, and the Let's Play channel has been chugging along ever since. Wasn't too long ago that we celebrated 100 Let's Plays on the channel, which, oh boy, over 100 games in such 13 years. That is beyond words. Just how long I've been doing this, how many games I've played for you guys, and just how many of you have stuck around so long. I've gotten some comments saying that some people have been watching me since, like, they were in junior high and they're now in college. And just seeing just so many people just staying with me for such a long period of time, and even some new people who are new to the channel. Regardless, thank you all for watching my videos, and hopefully we will have many more Let's Plays to come. So, every single year I do these types of update videos to kind of give you guys a little bit of information on what's happening, and a little bit of what's going to happen in the future. So, first thing I want to address is scheduling. I know that ever since the birth of my daughter, scheduling has been a bit iffy when it comes to Let's Plays. But I think in the past month or two, I think I've gotten into a pretty consistent schedule to work with. Basically uploading the regular uploaded Let's Plays every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I also managed to have enough time to squeeze in an extra video on Sundays through the hotspot. Though, since the hotspot is on a little bit of a break, that can also be substituted for any sort of regular weekly uploads. Which gives me to the first bit of update news that I wanted to share you guys, being the co-op Let's Plays. Obviously, those have been pretty light within the past year. A lot of it is just scheduling conflicts, and mostly just a bit of a lack of communication, really. I've not been able to really get in too much contact with Overlord. He's been pretty busy doing his own thing, and so he's not really been able to effectively communicate when he has been available. And whenever he has been available, there has been just other things that have come up in the meantime with either myself or Child, and so it just hasn't been able to work out. I do still want to get back together with Child and Overlord, so that way we can continue and hopefully finish Knights of the Old Republic, but that's all dependent on when we can get together. So that's a bit external communications. This is the first time there's really been that sort of lapse in us getting together, which honestly, in 13 years, it's honestly impressive that it's been that long before we've had really so much of a lapse in meeting up together. So hopefully we will be able to get back together soon, but it does depend on us being in active communication, and again, Overlord's a little bit spotty with that. Again, he's doing his own thing, he has his own life to live, so it just depends on when we can all get back together. That being said, we have been able to get together with Child in order to record a few other things in the meantime. So expect a little bit of that to come out within the next few weeks, and again, that'll take up the Sunday slot as well. The next thing that I want to talk about is dealing with the brand new project that I did recently, which is the Hotspot. So the Hotspot has been basically my way of trying to get into the RuneScape content creator scene. This is just on top of the regularly scheduled Let's Plays. I did have someone basically saying I should start a second channel just for the RuneScape stuff. I do not have the time or means to set up a second channel to do regular uploads. So yeah, I'm a one-man team with some co-hosts as well for recording purposes. I do not have the means to do multiple channels. Having said that, the Hotspot while it hasn't quite had the same amount of impact that I wanted, being an open discussion, there have been a few discussions with a few other people here and there, but it is something that I still want to try to continue and continue to offer my ideas, as well as eventually going into a bit more other RuneScape content creations. I do have ideas for a second season, quote-unquote, of the Hotspot. So that is planning to be a 5-episode second season. I'm hoping to get that started with uploads either towards the end of the year or the beginning of next year. I already have the ideas of what I want to do for those 5 episodes, and have kind of have a minor, not really a rough draft, but just notes on what to go with for those topics. So I do already have a general idea of what I want to do when it comes to doing more of the Hotspot, because I do love just offering ideas to build off of and just share within the RuneScape community. Having said that, I do also want to go and do other RuneScape content creation. I have thought about trying to do something like a restricted account. I do at least want to get through the second season of the Hotspot. The other thing that I kind of want to do is try to get a more up-to-date computer before I really try to do that. I am still using a laptop that I had in college. It is over 10 years old. And honestly, I am still surprised that it's going as strong as it is. It has its own problems. It's kind of breaking down at certain points. But it's still hanging in there. It's still chugging along, and it still does work just fine. So I haven't had a need to do any sort of upgrades, but I would like to at the very least upgrade my computer setup before I try to do an actual series for RuneScape. Just because otherwise it's either going to be chugging along with frame rate issues, or it's gonna have to be on the lowest detail mode, neither of which would be great for viewing purposes. So, while I would like to do other stuff with RuneScape content creation, I am still going to try to do stuff with the Hotspot until I can do that. So I would like to do more with the RuneScape side of things, just because I do want that to be kind of a separate, like, side thing with the channel itself. But what I'm still going to do is that Let's Plays will still be the primary content on the channel. So there's still going to be more just regular Let's Play channels of different games, with the RuneScape stuff just happening either once a week or possibly once a month, depending on how an upload schedule will be if I decide to do the restricted account. Speaking of the other Let's Plays, I do have ideas pretty much set in stone for the next several solo Let's Plays. I'm not going to really go into detail on too many of those because I still want those to be somewhat of a secret, but what I can tell you is that the next project I plan on doing is the Pokemon Scarlet DLCs, both of them. I did say that I wanted to do both of them at the end of the regular Let's Play, and it has been long enough that I think it is now time to jump into those. I'm hoping to do that either next week or the week after. Just so that way Persona gets a little bit more time to really get along and get more of the episodes done. Just because even skipping through a lot of it, Persona still is really freaking long. But I do have the next 5 Let's Plays pretty much set in stone. At the very least, solo Let's Plays. There may be some duo Let's Plays that get thrown in here and there, if I can coordinate with Chaotica, just so that way we have a more consistent uploading schedule. That's kind of been a big problem when it comes to Chaotica with recording things with just the two of us. But she's excited to try to do some more things. I'd like to try to get some more duo Let's Plays with her, and those are mostly going to be things that she really wants to play. So there may be other things thrown in there that aren't any of those 5 that I listed before. But I do have just kind of a set amount of things that I want to try to touch up on. There's obviously the yearly 3D platformer. I've already got that situated. There's some that I just want to try to get back into, hint hint. Others that are just things that I know that you guys will really like and some have been wanting for a while. So I already have just certain things already set up, and again, I am not going anywhere. While uploads, like I've mentioned, have been kind of spotty, I'm still not going anywhere. I still have a lot of ideas to do for Let's Plays, and again, introducing the new content creation for RuneScape on the side, I do still want to try to branch out and do a few other different things. And it seems like the hotspot got at least a bit of reception. Lots of people, whoever saw them, seem to really appreciate that, and it is still something that I really enjoyed doing. It's quite a bit different from doing the live commentary stuff that I'm very much used to, and it is a lot of work. It has been quite the learning process trying to do the hotspot, but it's a different way of doing editing, and it has kind of influenced how I've been doing those episodes as well, or those videos I should say. So it's been quite a learning experience, and it's still been quite an enjoyable, if not a little bit stressful, trying to get those out on time. So definitely learned quite a few lessons, definitely taking that into a Season 2, and possibly any other sort of future RuneScape content in the future. But again, that is on the side, while the main Let's Play stuff is still going to be what's mostly uploaded. So, once again, thank you all so much for just being with me for so long. It has been quite the shocker to realize how long I've been doing this. But I wouldn't have kept on doing this if you all weren't there to enjoy the content. So, even though I've still just been a small channel, thank you all so much for being a part of this and just enjoying the stuff that I do. Glad that I can make some of yours days. And, well, here's to another year. So until next time, everyone, take care.